What's going on, everybody in the chat? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Hurricane Zoe, Harlem Hurricane Zoe. And the reason I'm doing this segment right here, you know what I'm saying, is so that this going into the segue tomorrow for Louisiana Canes chat talking about investments. As I've always had this, I still represent my USA. I love my country. Salute to all of my veterans that have served this country, to have given me the platform and the right and the respect to do what I want to do. So to me, life is more than just about football. I've been through a lot of things in my life, so I'm gonna share my story. I'm going to let people know what it took for me to get out of certain situations, and people are going to help me get into better situations. So we will have these discussions once or twice a week, and we'll bring in a new audience, and we may lose a lot of audience, and I'm okay with that. You can't grow by being the same. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot grow by being the same. You know, I don't want these discussions to be, argumentative about a political party or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to educate us as men, as women, as black men, as black women, as white women, as Latino men, as Latino women, as Asian men, as Asian women, so that we all can educate our kids and we can all realize that, you know what I'm saying, we can all live in this world. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, man. I'm okay with the dislikes. I am seriously okay with it. You know what I'm saying? After what happened last night. Listen, man. I can't be broken. That's one thing. I am so okay with dislikes or whatever. Like I say, the channel is moving in different directions. You know what I'm saying? And as we know, the dislikes isn't because of the content. The dislike is because of the fear that I put in a lot of people's hearts. That I truly put in a lot of people's hearts. You know what I'm saying? So this channel is going to continue to grow. And I can promise you we'll be at 20,000 before the season starts, because there are so many different things that I'm going to do to make sure that we grow. But I want your help to help educate me on certain things, on certain tips in the stock market, on certain things on how to get kids out of the ghetto. You might know some programs that'll help get these kids, that will help get these kids and put these kids in better situations. So no, I don't expect 50 people in the chat or 100 people in the chat tonight. These aren't things that I expect tonight. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to stop doing this because, like I said, I feel like God put this on my heart. Hey, Google, pause. I feel like God put this on my heart, man.
Playing the album Put That On My Heart, feat.
Hey.
Avery Storm, on you, the mic's off.
I feel like God put, this is not a chat. This is a political chat tonight. This is not a chat about football. And it's in the description. So this is not a political chat tonight. This is a chat about life. And I've told people, we've warned people for weeks. And like I said, I can see myself dropping maybe 1,000 subscribers. I can see that happening. But I can guarantee you in the long run, it will help out. I can guarantee you in the long run that we will grow from this. I can bet you that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm bringing a different content, you know what I'm saying, to the same channel. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm deciding to do. And appreciate that, Mo Better Kane. I know Mo Better Kane knows a lot. I know Mo Better Kane knows a lot about, you know what I'm saying, real estate investments and things like that. So today's topic, we're not talking about investments today. Today we're talking about the transfer of power and whether or not you agree or disagree with the election process. Are you happy with the selection that the the new president and vice president, and are you in between? So I'm gonna get it out the way right now. I'm gonna get mine out the way right now. I'm not. I'm in between. The one thing I did not like about Trump, the one thing that I didn't like about him was just to what I saw, the race baiting. I have no issue with any of his policies. I have no issues with any of the policies that he implemented. You know what I'm saying? The one issue that I had with Donald J. Trump was the race baiting. I felt like I felt like he could have did a better job of not dividing this country. So that's the one problem that I have with Donald Trump. Anything after that, like he talked shit. I can't get mad at that man for talking shit when I talk shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't get mad at him for talking shit when I talk shit. So, but I did get upset with a lot of the race baiting and the things like that he did. So that was really my only issue with Donald Trump. I don't know what's going on with my speaker. There you go. That was my only real issue with Donald Trump was the race baiting. I had really like his policies and everything. To be honest, yeah, he just used them for votes, but we're gonna be fair. We're gonna be fair. He did absolutely nothing to hurt black people the whole time that he was in office. My race baiting thing is, you know, the Proud Boy thing, you know, take our country back when it's never been your country. Love it or leave it. You know, his wife was a Russian. You know, the race baiting thing, you know, is what I didn't like. His core. This is the first time I've ever heard a core base. His core base, it blew up in the end, and and every last one of those racist militia groups that stormed the White House was his base. So those are the things. Well, Ivanka not she Croatian. She's from somewhere over in that area. She's from somewhere over in that area. But we're not. Please don't get me off topic, please, don't, because I'm discussing what I did not like about him. And those are the things that I did not like about him. Is that there was a lot of race baiting, and it was just too much. It was just too much. But the one thing I can say about him on a positive note is he did nothing in his policies to hurt Black Americans, to hurt Black Indigenous Americans. None of his policies that he passed hurt Black Indigenous Americans. The Colin Kaepernick thing, I feel like that's public, and I felt like he went too far with that. I felt like he went entirely too far with what happened with Colin Kaepernick. I felt like, you know what I'm saying, love it or leave it, then that should apply to all of the people who stormed the Capitol. That should apply to all of the people who say they hate the democracy in America. That should apply to all of them. Love it or leave it. You know, it shouldn't just apply to one group of people. It should apply to everybody. So that's my problem. That's my problem with Trump. But like I said, on the other hand, there is no policies that he made. There is not one policy that he made. There is not one policy that he made to hurt black people in this country. There's not one policy that he put in place to hurt black people in this country. That should be straight up honest. Not in the books. There's no policies. Now, when we talk about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, I actually can tell you that I don't like neither one of them. But I voted for them because I felt like it's going to be a civil war. And I still feel like that may break out. But I voted for those guys because I felt like Trump was just inciting more and more of the racist people to come out of the closet. Like I said, everybody who voted for Trump is not a racist. But every white nationalist racist person in this country voted for Trump. You know what I'm saying? Every white national racist in this country voted for Trump. Let me repeat that again. Everybody who voted for Trump was not a racist. Everybody who voted for Trump is not a racist. But every national racist hate group voted for Trump. You know what I'm saying? And that lies the problem. So this is why the country went into so much of an uproar, and this is why there was so many things that happened. The Black Lives Matters movement. I don't know how many people died in the Black Lives Matter movement, but that movement went for a whole year. There were more people that died in one day at the Capitol. There were more people that died in one day. 5 people died in one day when they stormed the Capitol than died during the whole Black Lives Matter movement. Okay? Not just that. Could you imagine a bunch of black people storming the Capitol? The uproar and Colin Kaepernick took a knee, and the uproar for the disrespect, him disrespecting our flag, him disrespecting our democracy, are things that was said. These are things that was said. And he took a knee because a Navy SEAL told him to take a knee. Okay? That it was not 47 dead in the Black Lives Matters movement, bro. There was not 47 dead. And if 47 were dead, all 47 were killed by cops and shit. But there was not 47 dead. But in one day, and the Black Lives Matter movement went for a whole year. So even if you said there was 47 dead, let's say it's 47 dead. Let's say it's 47 dead that didn't storm a Capitol building, right? All right, let me see this. This is what I'm going to get you at. All right, 47 divided by 365 will give you one person a day. I mean, 1.28 persons per day. Now, let me go 5 times. All right, so that was under one person a day. If you say 47 dead, that's under one person a day. It's under one person a day. What happened at the State House, what happened at the Capitol, there would have been 5,000. There would have been 1,825 people that would have died from one day. If you're going by the whole year, there would have been 1,825 people who would have died. I'm not saying they're going to storm the Capitol every day. What I'm saying is black people, a snake doctor 5. If you want to come in, I'm gonna put the stream key in for you. I'm gonna copy the stream key and I'm gonna put it in for you. Okay. I'm gonna copy the stream key. And if you want to come talk, we can talk about it. Because I'm with peaceful conversation. I'm with peaceful conversation. Serious. So if you want to come talk, you can come talk. I'm with this is how we're gonna this is how we're going to no, I'm with peaceful conversation. I'm with peaceful. I'm not getting at them. If that was a group of militant black people, none of them would have passed the gates. They would have all been shot dead. They would have all been shot dead. They would not have even breached the Capitol. They would have been shot dead. There were police officers taking pictures with these guys. They would have been shot dead. You can't say the Black Lives Matter movement. Listen, if you're gonna say that, stamp that. What I'm saying is Black Lives Matter movement. Do me a favor. I'm gonna Google that. Black Lives Matter movement, bro. You see how you see how people want to defend. This is why I'm glad that Donald Trump is no longer in office. Because Colin Kaepernick took a knee and the country was in an uproar. He took a knee and the country was in an uproar. Okay? He took a knee in peace and the country was in an uproar. When we look at what happened in Charlottesville and we look at what happened with all of these things, we not even go back to Black Wall Street. The disadvantages for black people in this country is astronomical. It's astronomical. Usually who's responsible for burning churches are the Ku Klux Klans. Here it is right here. The Black Lives rioters did not know the Black Lives Matters did not burn a church in Kenosha. It's right here. Public facts. The Black Lives Matters movement had nothing to do with the burning of the churches in Kenosha. So no, they didn't. All right, do me a favor, please. Let's not be a robot, or let's not gonna be somebody who come on and say the N-word, because I'm letting you on without your picture. So if there's any disrespect, no one will get on again. And my hand is on the remove button. So if you say something slick, it will be removed quick. Who am I talking to?
Hey, it's Dominic. How you doing?
I'm good, my brother. How you doing?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad.
I said I wanted to do this. I'm a hurricane video maker, don't get me wrong. But I've also said that I want to open my platform up about life lessons, about bringing everybody together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say something else. I'm gonna upset some black people now. So just let me finish this real quick, like Dominic, and then you can come right in.
All right.
Now, how I feel about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, I don't like either one of them. I actually like Trump better than I like both of them. They have done more to harm black people. They both have done more to harm black people than President Trump or former President Trump. With what just the law, the mass incarceration law that Joe Biden put into play and that Bill Clinton signed gave low level drug dealers more time in prison, where low level drug dealers and 25, 50-year sentences in prison when the cartels were getting slaps on the wrist. Okay. The minimum mandatory, the 15-year minimum sentence, the 15 minimum year sentence for a first-time offender with $5 worth of crack cocaine, that was the bill that Joe Biden put in play. Kamala Harris, she, as a prosecutor, she prosecuted and sentenced more blacks and Latinos to prison with longer sentences than she did with any white Americans. Her whole job was to, and then not just that, she extended their sentences. No, Joe Biden wasn't the only one that voted for the bill, but Joe Biden, he's the one who wrote the bill. Joe Biden wrote the bill. He
sure did.
He wrote the bill. He wrote the bill. That's the bill that's his handwriting. Not just that, Joe Biden was opposed to busing his kids to school. No, he wrote the bill. The other one signed it. He wrote it. The other ones signed it. He also was opposed to sending his kids to school with black kids. Okay?
Yes.
So, listen, I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to be straight 100%. I am not going to be biased. I'm not going to start this podcast out and be biased. I want people to know both sides for real, so we can come together and not fight as much as we fight. What's going on, Dominic? How you feel, my brother?
I'm feeling great, man.
And I am a Hurricane fan, diehard Cane fan. I bust my ass for this channel. We have a lot of stuff going. We got 7-on-7 camps coming up. We have a lot of things going. But I don't want to. Every other Miami Hurricane YouTube channel talks about just Miami Hurricanes. I feel like there's more in the world to talk about than just Miami Hurricanes. That's not Logan. What's going on, Dominique? What's good?
Not much, man. I mean, I know you're not much of a hockey fan, but I'm watching some NHL hockey on my TV right now.
I'm a Rangers fan.
Oh, you're a Rangers fan?
Yes, I'm a New York Rangers fan.
Oh, that's cool.
If you're from New York, you're a Rangers fan, especially from Manhattan. You're definitely a Rangers and a Knicks fan. I've actually I got a chance to watch Wayne Gretzky play a couple of times.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's good for you.
So how do you feel about the discussion tonight?
Oh man. I mean, I feel good about the discussion here tonight.
Um,
We'll see how it
I,
turns
I,
out.
I'm not gonna ask you your political affiliation. I I just know. All right, Victoria. I'm gonna miss you. You leaving already? I need you. If you get a chance, call me later, Victoria. I when I say I need to talk to you, I truly need to talk to you. But if you have time, um, yeah, I just want to bring. I want this is opening the segue to tomorrow when we're going to talk about how to help people invest money. But like I said, if you were to ask me, is this country in a better place mentally? I would say the most part, the country's going to be in a better place mentally. Financially, I don't know. I still haven't gotten my stimulus check. They stormed the Capitol. What day did they storm the Capitol on? Was it the 5th?
Um, I think it was on the 6th of January.
The 6th. And the 6th was when my stimulus check was supposed to be sent out.
Oh wow.
So that pushed me back bad.
Oh wow.
You know. Do you think, being that you're not showing your picture, I can ask you this question. Do you think if that was a group of black militia groups, do you think that they would have been able to bridge security and storm the Capitol building without being shot and killed?
Honestly, I don't think that. If since you just asked me that question, I honestly don't think that. But I honestly don't think that should have happened. But I was shocked when I heard that news.
Yeah, it's definitely sad. I think I bring up race a lot in my chat, and it gets people upset because I bring it up a lot. But I feel like people are so afraid to talk about it. I feel like people are so afraid to talk about it. Um, and not just that, we're so afraid to talk about everything that has to do with helping each other as a people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep pushing this. And if
You froze for a
about
second.
who want to learn more about yeah, they say it was mailed, but my first one was direct deposited. Um if how am I saying this? Um it's not just gonna be about political. Only reason I'm talking about political tonight is because the inauguration was yesterday.
Hold on a minute. My GDev wants me. I'm gonna put my mic on mute. Give me a moment.
All right. So I most definitely blame that on Donald Trump. Anybody else want to come in the chat? It's not just I don't just want to be the one to talk about this. Like I don't want to be the one just to talk about this. Somebody come in the chat and talk. Like let's talk about this. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. As you guys know, I'm already the most hated YouTuber. I've said nothing negative. 25 likes, 21 dislikes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking. But the beautiful thing about the 21 dislikes is you give me the algorithms, you chime in, you jump on, and you hit a dislike button. You know, Well, I can be hard on Trump supporters because I can be hard on the hard base Trump supporters because the hard base Trump supporters it's funny to me that you get mad like Shane says, Louisiana Tiger says, LSU Tiger says, Trump 2024. Now they're going to impeach him to where he can't never run again. He will be even Mitch McConnell already said he will never be able to run again. With the second impeachment, he will never be able to run again. But LSU Tiger, how can you support what he did and what he said for those people to storm the state house? I mean, storm the Capitol building to try to disrupt democracy of this country, but get upset with Colin Kaepernick taking a knee in peace. What is worse? What is worse? I would love to know what's worse.
Back.
What's going? I would love to know what's worse. I don't know if it's coming UPS or post office. I have no idea. What is worse? Colin Kaepernick taking a knee. Trump didn't incite any violence. Okay. Trump told everybody after the election was over, he told the Proud Boys to stand. The Proud Boys is one of the biggest white nationalist race hate groups in the country. He told them to stand back and stand by. Stand down and stand by. Okay? This is what he said. Okay? Then he also said on the 6th of January, him and his son and Rudy Giuliani said, let's go back and take our state house back. This is what he said to a bunch of people who already were angered. So if that's not considered inciting a riot, then I have no idea what. Proud Boy leaders are not black and Spanish. Saeed, do me a favor. Don't just, I'm gonna invite you on. I want you to show me. I want you to tell me their names and show me who they are. The Proud Boy leaders are not black and Hispanic. No, they're not. Like false information. Listen. All right. I'm gonna show you this right here. Leaders of the Proud Boys. Okay. As we sit back and look at the leader of the Proud Boys, which is considered a white, he is half. No, he's not. No, he is not. Saeed. Who is his mother and father? He is not. And then they had some black members 5 years ago that they kicked out. They have a black and Hispanic member, just like Steven from Django. Why don't you come on and talk about him, Saeed? Why do I have to look him up? Why don't you come on and talk about him? Why don't you come on and talk about him? Why don't you come on and talk about him? Why don't you educate me on this?
Hey,
I don't. Okay, you good?
I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the Miami Hurricanes are gonna do in the college football off season?
That's gonna be for another show. But I promise you, I'll answer that for you Saturday.
Okay, sounds good.
I promise you. Matter of fact, when I come on Saturday, you'll be the first one that I talk to.
Okay, sounds good, man.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much.
No problem.
And if do you know Cubans consider themselves Spaniards. Cubans consider themselves Spaniards, not Spanish. They consider themselves Spaniards, and Spaniards are white. Okay, they consider themselves Spaniards. Okay, I'm inviting anybody to talk. I'm inviting anybody to talk. No, I live in Columbia, South Carolina, Kevin Ray. I used to live in Florida. I'm from New York. I used to live in Florida. Exactly. He's a Spaniard. He's a Spaniard. Just like he looks Italian. Just like Italians have dark hair and darker skin, he looks Italian. But he's not black. He's not mixed with black. Exactly. Exactly. Now there was one black guy, 100% black guy that was in there. He said he's half black. Well, maybe he said he's half black so that he can make black people look bad. You ever thought about that, Saeed? You ever thought about that, Saeed? Because when I pick up a member of the Proud Boys, when you Google Proud Boys, he's the darkest person in the whole. But I can't believe you actually on here defending the Proud Boys. I can't believe you're actually on here defending the Proud Boys. Like, that's crazy to me. But at the same time, they are a nationalist hate group, flat out. And there are always Sambos. That's like saying black people fought for the Confederate Army. Black people owned slaves. Did that make them right? It's an open discussion. It's an open discussion. I don't want to keep reading comments. I want people to call in and give your opinion. Saeed, call in and give your opinion, bro. Stop typing. Stop getting in the keyboard. You know what I'm saying? Stop getting in the keyboard. The stream key is right there. I promise you, I'll sit back and let you talk. Everybody is so afraid to talk about this, man. Like, everybody is so afraid to talk about this. Now, if he's black, right, and these are the members of the Proud Boys, right? Let me turn this light down. If he's a black leader, right? Let me turn my light down on my phone. God dang. These are your members of the Proud Boys with neo-Nazi signs, with the white power, Proud Boys. This is on the front page of their Wikipedia right here. This is on their front page. Proud Boys. This is on their front page. That's on their front page. Proud Boys. That's on their front page. You know, I don't like my whole thing is I don't like Kamala nor Biden. You know what I'm saying? This is just a show I wanted to do. And like I say, it's just something I'm gonna do. Things like these are shows that I'm gonna do. Like I said, I may lose 1,000 subscribers. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to always talk Miami football. If people really truly want to learn about life and what we can do as a whole to get better as a people, I'm going to talk football, but I'm also going to talk life. The reason why I'm talking about the change of power and is because I don't trust what's going on. I don't trust Joe Biden nor Kamala Harris anyway. I don't trust neither one of those two. I don't like those two, and I don't trust those two. And I'm not going to stay on too much longer. I'm only going to stay on to 10 because I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree with that one. Now look, not every Trump supporter is a racist, but almost every racist did vote for Trump. That's my whole point. Now, see, you say slavery still exists, but it doesn't exist. The truth is, if you gov, you a racist. Not true because militaries aren't racist. Slavery still exists, not the way it existed when my people were enslaved. Not the way it existed when my people were enslaved. No, not because of the minimum wage, because they weren't beaten by whips. Their family, they weren't separated from their families and sold into bondage. You're not being hung from trees right now. You're not being hung from trees. You weren't beaten by whips and eaten by dogs when you tried to run. Your family was your family. You were not separated from your family. You're not being separated from your family. You're not being, your child is not being born and then sold, and you live in North Carolina and your family and your child is being sold to someone all the way in Louisiana to pick cotton or whatever else they had to do for free. That's what I mean by slavery. This is not slavery. I don't think my wages are unfair. I think a lot of time we pick jobs where we know where the wages are. I'm not a slave to the government. I'm not a slave. I'm not a slave to the government. I'm not a slave to the government. No matter where you go, since the beginning of time, since Roman days, you had to pay taxes and you had to do this and do that. Tom, that's not a lie. I'm not lying though. What I mean by being this is what I mean. Slavery, hanging people and lynching people, it was okay. It was okay to enslave and lynch people. It was legal to enslave and lynch people. I'm not saying people don't get lynched today. So when you say Zoe, that's a lie. Like people get mad at me, and I'm trying my best. I'm so happy I have Louisiana can't hold me, because back in the days I would have said, "Who the f you calling a liar?" But now I'm trying to grow. That's not a lie. I'm telling you 100% truth. If you have someone being lynched in North Carolina, that means a specific group did it. But he wasn't enslaved. He got caught by the Klan or the neo-Nazi group and they lynched him. Those are two totally different things. Those are two totally different things, my brother. You can't separate one from the other. What's good, bro?
Hey, what's up, Zoe?
I'm glad you showed your face, man. I appreciate that, bro.
Nah, man. Hey, nah. I've been following you for a minute, man. Like, I'm a big supporter, big fan.
I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. I want to, this is something I'm doing. I love football. I love Miami football. But at the same time, like, everybody's doing the same things. Somewhere we have to step out and say, okay, we can't keep fighting with each other. What can we do to fix it?
Yeah, I feel you. Like, my whole thing is like, that's why I say I'm not too hard on them Trumpies, man. Like, not the ones you talking about, but I'm just talking about the ones who fell for all the bullshit. So,
oh my bad. I'm not saying you attacking me, but when you say Zoe, you a lie. You're calling me a liar. When you call me a liar, that's an attack. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about, if someone calls you a liar, do you take that as an attack of your integrity or something? That's an attack on your integrity when they call you a liar. Like, I'm not a liar. What I said was slavery doesn't exist in America. When indigenous Americans, Aboriginal Americans, because we were only 2% of the slave ships made it to the United States. So black people were here first. Okay. That's why you don't see no red Native Americans on the East Coast. You see what I'm saying? Because black people were here first. I get a check every quarter because I'm Choctaw. Okay, the red Native Americans don't even want to accept the black Native Americans. But the red Native Americans are all on the West Coast, not on the East Coast. That's why all of the slavery was on the East Coast. You see what I'm saying? You can't teach someone how to farm a land when you don't even know how to farm the land.
Yo, you know what's crazy though?
So,
like, it's crazy. Like, we just celebrated, MLK's birthday and all that. And it's like, I travel a lot. I've been overseas. Like, I've been to China, I've been in Europe, been all over the place. and it's crazy like how everybody knows about Martin Luther King, and when you ask them about Malcolm, like outside of America, nobody knows nothing about Malcolm. And it's crazy to me because really a lot of the stuff that he was saying, if white America had been paying attention and really, listening to what he was trying to tell them, we would have been way better off right now. Because he was keeping it 100.
Yeah. And so was Malcolm. And so was Malcolm when Malcolm visited Mecca and he saw white Muslims and Asian Muslims. And he was like, whoa, this is not what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was saying to me.
Right. But what I'm saying is like Malcolm, okay, for example, when Kennedy got killed.
But see, that was before Malcolm. That was a young Malcolm.
No. But what I'm saying is when Kennedy got killed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he got in trouble for basically saying the truth. They were asking him about, right, because he was basically, they were asking him how he felt about what happened to Kennedy, and he was just telling them, look, it was the chickens coming home to roost. He was telling them that all the racists and the people that was out there, that energy they were putting out there, that's what got him killed. You know what I'm saying?
And you 100% right. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I say I want to get intelligent conversation on this channel, not just about football. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I want to be able to sit down and have your kids come on and see us, because it's not just going to be about this. It's going to be about how to get young men and women jobs and careers and not just have to go to college. Like, I don't go to college and I make good money, even though my job just told me I can't come back to work till next Wednesday. So I lost a lot of money like this month here. But we as black people, we hate on each other a lot. And that's another problem. Like, we're crabs in a barrel, for real. You see someone doing something positive. I'm gonna say this. You had Uncle Lou come rescue T2Y last night. Like, what do we do with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, there's no way I'm gonna have a white guy that have to defend me. I'm gonna defend myself. But at the same time, people do not want to see you grow as a person. What happened with like what's like what's my boy name? Saeed just said the media is the true enemy. The media wasn't the enemy during this has been going on forever. I'm gonna break this shit down for you.
Wait, what do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Because the media feed, I guess he means the media feeds what's going on. That's so untrue. The media is not the enemy. The media does not breed hate. People breed hate. Hate has been going on before the media. Hate has been going on before the media. The media just reports it. Like, the media does not listen. All right. So
I'll let you go ahead. Go ahead.
When we say that, when you say the media, so the media are the ones who what promotes hate is the rich, whether you're black or white. If you have that, if you are in that 1% status, you control the world, you control the money. So you don't want to share that with the public. So they stick together. There's a reason why. You'll see Jay-Z meet with all of the owners of the billionaire club with the NFL. Okay? Because it's about money. It's when slavery. I'm gonna let you have. Let me just break down real quick. Like, when slavery was in effect in the United States, in America, because they weren't the United States. When slavery was in effect in America, right? The rich white people put the poor white people over the blacks, over the slaves, so that it would make them feel better to be over somebody. Manipulation from the rich. That has nothing to do with the media. There was no media back then besides a couple pens and paper. Go ahead, my brother.
No, I mean, I was going about what he said about the media. I will agree with the fact that, you know, the way that the media is used today, you know, the media is like, it's like an amplifier. Like you got a sound system, you know how an amplifier works, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. So the media, you know, it's like a tool. Like it could be used to amplify bullshit or amplify real shit. So
Oh, you 100%, especially social media. I can give you that.
right. So what I'm saying is like, for example, I was just watching something earlier today on Fox. Like, was it the Tucker? I don't know, some guy named Tucker or whatever. And this dude is like, he's like spitting some like alternate like reality shit. Like he's just like spewing the same shit that what Trump was spewing, and like he's like talking about Biden and all this shit. And I'm like, bro, like we just went through a whole thing about trying to debunk all of this nonsense, and this guy is spinning the same shit.
See, I
And
don't like Biden.
I'm talking about, I'm just talking about the stuff that was making up about the election and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, but see, only stupid people.
Right.
Like
But what I'm saying
only
is on those platforms, like the news, these are, look, Fox News, and they used to be like a real legitimate like news station, right? So when you putting bullshit on that platform, you giving it legitimacy, like you giving it like you making it
all right.
like it's like
But
it's some real, you know what I'm saying?
this is what I say. Like, what kind of phone do you have?
Not a good one.
I have a Note 20, but you have a smartphone, right?
Yeah,
So you can get any information you can off your phone, right?
of course, of course.
Basically, right? So if you're stupid enough if somebody tells you to jump off the roof, are you going to jump?
Oh, you're right. No.
So
These people,
no,
these,
what I mean by this is,
yeah.
were there more black people getting lynched and killed in the 20s and the late 1800s, early 1900s, or are there more now?
I'll probably say before, in the early 19,
But
yeah, back,
and
yeah,
there was less media.
right,
There are
right,
less getting killed now. You see what I'm saying?
right, right.
See what black people have to understand, right? As a whole, right? And I'm gonna go get something for a second. Hold on, I'm gonna go get something. Matter of fact, you talk to the chat. I'm gonna let you run the chat. I gotta go get something. So you say your piece to the chat. You got this is your chat right now.
All right. Well, I can't even see the chat, man. Hold up. Y'all gonna be clowning me right now. Zoe better bring his ass back. Hold up. Okay, there y'all go. I can see y'all now. Yeah, my whole thing was that like the media, it goes both ways. Like the media on the right, it's like they feeding. It's like they feeding into the bullshit. They just feeding into it. It's like they just want to get views. They want to keep people. They want to keep people interested in their station, so they just feed them the shit that they know they want to hear, and they don't care if it's true or not. They don't care if what they're saying is a bunch of bullshit, as long as they keep their followers. That's the crazy. That's, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That's just crazy to me. It's and people want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you tell somebody some shit they want to hear, if you tell people some shit they want to hear, they're gonna keep listening. So if you talking to people that want to hear, you know, about some racist shit, and you keep telling them, you keep telling them shit about it, they're gonna keep listening. So yeah, that's crazy, bro. Oh man. No, it's not even that they weak. It's not that they weak. It's not weak people that listen to the media. It's people that are lazy and people that don't want to think for themselves. Those are people who listen to the media and who follow social media and like follow when people tweet shit or they send videos and they share it and they just believe it because it's what they like to hear. It's like, oh yeah, I agree with that shit. They don't want to fact check. They don't want to spend the time to go and research nothing and find out if it's true or not. Because they say, yeah, that shit sound good. I like that. Yeah, shit, that it must be true. Yeah. Instead of using your brain and going back and finding out if something's real or not, they just go ahead and listen to it because it sounds good and it's on the news station.
All right, now we saying that about white people, right? You saying that
I'm just saying
about
the people who, not even just white people, just people.
I'm just saying
who
we're talking
like,
about the Trump supporters, right? We saying
yeah,
that about,
that's what it was
but
about.
see,
Yeah, that's what it was about. Yeah, the Trump
and now I'm gonna
supporters.
tell you, black people are more ignorant.
No, but I wasn't isolated to just them. I'm just
No,
saying
no, no,
people
no.
in general who think like that.
But I'm gonna say black people are more ignorant.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna say we're more ignorant. Okay, get mad at me all you want. So I'm gonna say this is why I say black people are more ignorant. I had to go throw my Harley Davidson hat on and my, because I ride Harleys.
We got.
This
I isolated to white people. I'm
no,
saying people in general.
I'm isolating it because we right now we've talked about Trump supporters. So I'm doing the isolation. I'm isolating because that's what we talked about. We talked about the people that stormed the Capitol and all that. So now I'm about to get on my ignorant black folk. All right. Dylan Ruth walked into a prayer session and gunned down and killed 9 black people inside of a church. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that, right?
Yep.
You know who did the funeral? You know who did that funeral for those 9 black people?
Nah.
My pastor. My lead pastor, Darrell Jackson, Brooklyn Baptist, Columbia, South Carolina. My associate pastor, who is Levy Johnson, who's over the smaller campus that I go to on Northeast Columbia. He did the funeral. They own a funeral home. They bury all 9 people. It's a lot of money. Darrell Jackson's a G. I love Darrell Jackson. Levy Johnson, not so much. So I tell Levy Johnson, this is when I was a member of the men's committee, and I was the first member of the men's committee. I said, Levy, Pastor Johnson, what just happened in Charleston, we can't let happen here. I'm a concealed weapons holder. I want to carry my gun in church. Okay? Because if something like that goes off, I want to be able to defend myself and everybody else in the church. So let's not make it seem like it can't happen again. Right?
Right.
Because it's not the first time it happened. No, we're just going to have our faith in God. You don't think those people who invited Dylan Ruth in there had their faith in God? God gave us common sense. Even God went to war. Right?
That's true.
There's nothing but wars in the Bible. So what you're telling me is, now when you go out somewhere, you have armed security. But what you're telling me is, if I have a legal license to carry, you don't want me to protect the people in this church that it may happen again. Now, these are my 2 everyday carries. This is my Springfield 9mm subcompact 13 round. And this is my Springfield 9mm with my laser 19 shot. I have 2 AR-15 9mm. I have a B12 shotgun. Both of my daughters, who are 15 and 18, have been shooting guns since they were 10. Us as black people don't believe in owning guns. We believe that guns are bad. Okay?
It's the environment we live in.
It's what we've been taught. It's what we've been taught by the Democratic Party that guns are bad. When guns are to protect yourself. I don't leave home without mine. I will pull mine out. I will pull mine out and pull my cell phone out and put it on the top of my truck. And you run up on me, you die. I'm gonna stand my ground. I'm going to stand my ground. That's another thing I'm going to do. I'm going to get so many black people registered. I'm going to get so many black people registered as gun owners. I'm going to start my own gun club. But it's not just going to be black people allowed. It's going to be white people allowed. It's going to be Hispanic people allowed. But my focus is to educate black men and women on guns. My wife is a damn near sniper. We're divorced now, but she's damn near a sniper. And she'll pick your ass apart 100 yards. She was in the Air Force and she knows how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? So when we discuss things like that, man, your guns don't kill people. People with guns kill people. I've never had to shoot nobody a day in my life, and I don't want to. But I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. When you turn 21 years of age, you are legal to go take the test. In the state of Georgia, you don't even have to take a test. Why is there so many gun people? Why is so many people getting? Why is there so many people get machete and knives? You don't even want to go there. I can go back upstairs, and I am gonna go back upstairs. I'm gonna show you. There are so many young black men and women that get arrested at the age of 22, 23. Their first charge is a gun charge. When at the age of 21, all you have to do is submit paperwork. In the state of Georgia, you don't have to take a test. South Carolina, you have to take a test. I have a South Carolina concealed weapon permit that carries me for most of the states, and then I have Utah that carries me for the rest of the states, except for New York and California.
Yeah, that's America, man.
So when these white people say don't take their arms, I'm standing with them on that. I'm standing with them on that. And the reason why I'm standing with them on that is if you've seen that movie, I forgot the name of that damn movie. What's the name of that movie? But you never know when somebody gonna invade your country. Like serious, it can happen. It's happened since the beginning of time. I want to at least be able to shoot back. I don't know when somebody's gonna come in my house. I got 2 pit bulls in my house and 15 guns. I can't shoot off 15 at one time, but my 2 pit bulls get a hold to you, and then I can at least unleash 18 rounds in you, and then get that B12 and put you and your people out my house. You understand what I'm saying? Guns are good. Guns are not bad, but we teach each other that guns are bad. Never had to shoot nobody. I never even act tough. I act tougher when I don't have a gun. When I carry my gun with me, I don't want no smoke. Because I don't want to kill nobody.
It's a catch-22, Zoe.
I don't think it is. I think once you oh no, this is a double stack, homie. This is a double. He's saying 18 rounds, LOL. Nah, bruh. This is a double stack. This is not a single stack. This is a double stack. Springfield subcompact. This is a double stack. It's not a single stack. This is a double stack. It's not a single. Show you the difference between a double stack and a single stack. That's why people laugh like people don't like you don't know what guns are talking. People don't know what they're talking about their guns.
Hey, so what do you think they should do about the schools though? They gotta
single stack, double stack. You see the difference? Do you see the difference in a single stack and double stack? Do you see this difference? You see the difference? Single stack, double stack. So LOL that.
Let me ask you something. Hey Zoe, can I ask you something though? I can ask you something, Zoe?
Well, I'll unload all 18 rounds. Yeah, we're talking about the schools. My daughter not going back to school if she got to take that shot. That simple.
No. I ain't talking about I'm saying with the guns. I'm saying like, you think the schools gotta start doing the metal detectors, or they gotta have more armed security, or what they gotta do?
I think there are so many veterans out here without jobs.
Yeah.
How are they not getting hired at these schools? I think there should be at least 2, I'm gonna say 4 on not walk around with AR-15s or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Or M12. No assault rifles. Because now that's a scary look. But I think there should be at least 3 to 4, and depends on the size of the high school, that patrol the outside of that high school in black ops uniform, military black ops uniforms with guns. I believe that. And I don't think that it would make it a scarier place. I think it'll make it a safer place. Answer this question. When you walk in the bank and you see armed security, are you afraid of the armed security? You see what I'm saying? Like, you're not afraid of the armed security then. South Carolina have SRO officers. South Carolina has SRO officers that walk around the school, Richland County police officers that walk around the school with their guns. No one is afraid of that. You get used to anything. But we have so many. Just imagine how many unemployed vets that would have jobs. You see what I'm saying? What do we give these senators and these governors and all these people so much money to do absolutely nothing? That shooting that happened and was Sandy Wick when them kids got killed. All of those were all white kids, and I was in tears, bro. What's the name of that school? What was the name of that school when that guy came in there and shot and killed all those babies?
What are you talking about? Oh no, not the Florida one, right? Not Sandy.
Not Sandy Wick, something like that.
But Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook, yeah, it might have been that. Sandy Hook. It was like in the Midwest or something. Yeah, Sandy Hook. I could not stop crying, bro. Looking at these babies that just died, their life taken from them because there was nobody there to protect them. I would have died for one of them kids to live.
Okay, I got one other question for you. One other question.
Good deal.
All right. Political parties, man. I always had this discussion with my friends, man. I'm like, people look at me like I'm crazy, but I always tell them, in my opinion, this government doesn't need political parties to function. In my opinion.
I say if you get rid of the political parties, then now you're just voting for a person.
Yeah, that's exactly my argument.
Like the political parties divide the Democrats and Republicans are the Bloods and the Crips.
Yep.
Same colors and everything.
Because I'm looking at all the different. I'm looking at all the different.
Naomi. I'm listening.
No, I said because I'm looking at how the government structured and all the different positions, all the way from your local mayors and all the way up to the president. And literally none of that shit requires a political party. Like there's no the party doesn't need to function to have those positions filled and those jobs done. The
problem is Congress and Senate controls everything and you have no say so. Oh, let me move something to my daughter. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, but even with the Congress and the Senate, they vote by numbers. So this is up and down numbers.
Oh yeah, but like When people say, and you just brought up a perfect, you just brought up something perfect. Everybody get mad because Obama got a lot of things blocked in the Congress by Senate when he was his last 4 years.
Because of parties.
Trump got everything blocked by Congress his first 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? The president power is only limited.
I'm saying so all that happened because of political affiliation, because of parties.
Yeah.
Everybody voting on party lines.
But it's not just on party line. It's on money line. I'm gonna give you a prime example. All right, political. You have Republicans, you have Democrats, you have independents, right?
Yeah.
At George Bush's senior's funeral, who sat beside George Bush Jr.? Who sat on one side of him? Who sat on the other side of him, holding his hand at the funeral up front?
I don't know.
Barack and Michelle. They're friends outside of this shit, man.
Oh yeah, they just politicians, man.
Barack and Michelle sat beside them. Barack was holding one of his hands and Michelle was holding the other during the whole funeral.
They don't take that shit personally like regular people do. Regular people like want to die for their party and shit. I'm like, bruh.
I'm not dying. Well, answer this question. I'm gonna explain something to you. If the Democratic Party, this is why I talk about the Republican Party. If I can talk shit about the Republican Party for poor white people, then why can't I talk about the Democratic Party for poor black people? If the Democratic Party gave a fuck about poor black people, then why are we still poor?
Mm-hmm.
Why has our neighborhoods gotten no better? Why is Chicago the way it is? Why has our neighborhoods gotten no better?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, our neighborhoods have gotten no better. Where's yours at? Look on the side of my bed and grab my other one. It's on the side of my bed. Our party, the Democratic Party, Trump does sit alone. Trump sits alone. It's the Republican Party, the Democratic Party, and then the Trump and then the Trump base. And that's why they're going to impeach him, because they are so afraid for him to run again. But Kamala Harris did more harm to black people. Joe Biden did more harm to black people in their career than Trump has ever done to black people.
That's why people got to start looking past the party. Well, that's why I say parties is so, I don't know. They got to get rid of that shit. That shit is so stupid to me, though.
The only thing, I would be able to, I could deal with some of the racism as long, like me personally, like he's done really nothing for me, because like people say he made jobs for other people. I'm a welder. I've been welding since I was 18. I've never been without work. Since I was 18 years old. Now somebody asked me about, didn't somebody say something about a machete and a hatchet? Remember somebody said something about a machete and a hatchet in the chat? Yeah, you got them guns, bet you ain't got no machete and a hatchet. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. What do you mean I ain't got no machete and a hatchet? I'm Jamaican. Gotta have these, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? No machete, hatchet. Like, I truly believe in defending myself. So yes, I have a machete and a hatchet and knives. I actually have 3 machetes and hatchets. So yes, I have machete and hatchets too, man. Like, stop. And I believe in making sure that my daughters have them. Like, serious.
No,
Anything I can do to get you off me. Anything I can do to get you off of me, man. Like, anything.
I don't know. People just got, it's human nature, like you said, man. Because if it wasn't political parties, then people want to be a a blood or a crip. Everybody want to be part of a group.
I'm a blood.
Part of a group.
I'm a
You know what
blood.
I'm saying?
I'm non-Trey. I'm a
No, I'm
blood.
just saying, like,
No, I'm
it's
just saying,
human
listen to me.
nature.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I'm a blood. I'm non-Trey. I was a blood I became a blood in 1993 when they first came to the East Coast. Thank God I never got caught up in nothing serious. I never got a felony, but I never dropped my colors. You know why I never dropped my colors? Because I could talk to these kids today. That's why I never dropped my colors.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I never dropped my colors, is because I could sit down and talk to these kids today and they listen to me.
Okay. Yeah, because
Me and
you spent
Louisiana Kane had
in a positive way.
two. I had a couple of young bloods came to my house. And I live in a white neighborhood, all white neighborhood. Like, serious. Upper middle class, you know what I'm saying? Palm trees, gated community type neighborhood. They're serious. And I had a couple of young bloods came to my house the other day because they wanted to have a sit down with me because they had an issue with somebody. And I was telling them, is it worth doing 30 years of your life? And then I called Louisiana Kane. He got on the phone. He did 1611. And we talked them kids, like, talked them down. Like, the shit is not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth you leaving your family for 50 years, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be all about the bag. And that's the problem. Because there's enough money to go around for everybody if people stop being selfish, especially us as black people. You know, us as black people, if you look, we spend more money than white people, on way more money than white people when it comes to capitalism in the United States and America, on everything except for what? Property.
Hey.
Cars, clothes, shoes. I got jewelry. This is real. This is real. This is real. This is real. I got a $300,000 house. I got a $250,000 house in Florida paid for. This one to be
Hey,
paid for. This will be paid for in 4 more years. I just bought 15 acres of land in Elgin, South Carolina, right up the street from where I live at. We pay more attention to flash than we do. Like, these headphones here work just as good as my Bose, right? I'm sorry now. I need you to do more. Oh, I got them. These headphones here work just as good as my Bose. These cost me $50. These headphones here work just as good as the Bose and the Beats and everything. Just as good. These are the Cohen E9s. Guess how much they cost me? $129. Guess how much the Bose cost, or the new iPhone headphones? $500. So you would spend $500 for the same type of quality that you would spend for $129.
Hey, you know what's some interesting shit I seen when I went? I told you I traveled, man. When I went to China one time, man, some real interesting shit I seen about how Chinese people, their culture, how they do shit, and that in a way I could say that we can learn, right? These people, they the way their mentality is, they think about things by generations. So what happens is, as soon as they have a son, the day that their son is born, from that day forward, all the money that they working and making is getting put up for that little kid. So
What
by the
about the
time
daughter? Is it the same thing for the daughter?
well, it depends. If they only have a daughter, yeah. But if they have a son and a daughter, they're gonna put it up for the son first.
See, I
Because he
don't.
gonna no.
I
I'm
don't.
not saying it right. I'm just showing
Okay, yeah.
I'm just showing you something that they do, regardless if it's a son or not. But I'm just saying, from that day, everything they doing is putting away for that kid, right? So what happens is, when that kid go to graduate college and stuff like that,
Mm.
as soon as they get out of college, they already got their first house, they got their car, and they go ahead and find them a wife, and they already set for the next generation. What I'm saying
But
is, they always thinking ahead.
all right, now
We don't think ahead. That's all I was saying.
This is why I think ahead at. You know what college? You know what? Do you know what was the last? Do you know the last successful group of college graduates was? You know when that was?
What do you mean?
Like how many years ago the last group of college people that graduated successful that was able to make money?
And this. Oh shit.
Generation X. It's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Guess
But
what?
I was just saying.
All right, what
Go ahead.
do you do for a living? If you don't mind me asking.
Or what I do for a living?
If you don't mind me asking.
No, that's cool. Like I teach. I do like consulting stuff like that. IT stuff. Yeah.
IT. So you need to hit me up because I'm stupid on computers. So hit me up on Facebook because I need help.
All right.
That's it. I'll pay you. I need help. I'm dumb on computer. I'm trying to get all. I got a fire ass computer system, and I don't know how to work my shit.
All right.
So you got my Facebook?
What's your name on Facebook?
Alonzo Oliver. It's going to be. I'll show you the picture because I got like 5 of them. Because I get kicked off Facebook a lot because I talk about shit like this.
All right.
But I'll show you my picture on Facebook. I got a lot of people hitting me up on Facebook, but now hit me up dead serious because I like support. I also like supporting black businesses too. But
that's what's up.
I definitely pay you to help me.
Yeah. My whole like I said, I only brought that up just to show like the mentality they have is like they not.
Can you see that?
No, it's too bright. It's too bright.
Let me turn it down. Let me turn it down. Let me turn it so you'll know which one to get. You can see that.
Okay, I see it now. Yeah, I see a picture there.
That picture was on my Facebook.
All right.
So hit me up on Facebook.
I will.
Now what I'm saying is like I think college for black men is a waste of money unless you know the perfect career field.
Yeah, but college wasn't even the point of my thing. I was just showing you how like like their mentality is they're always thinking about the next generation. They're thinking about they're not thinking about themselves. They're thinking about the next generation.
All right, and this is what I'm saying. Like, all right, for my daughters and stuff, college is good. For men, college isn't good.
Yeah.
All right, the last successful college was Generation X 20 years ago. All right, to me, electrical, welding, plumbing, those are 6-figure jobs. Guess how much it takes you? Guess how much they'll charge you to go to welding school to get every last one of your certificates? Guess what the average amount of for welding school, and how long it takes? I'm gonna let you guess them too. The average amount and how long it takes.
I don't know, like 40, 50 grand.
15,000. 15,000.
Okay.
10 months, and you coming out making $50 an hour.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, imagine you had a son now, or if you got a son now.
Oh, I teach my daughter. I told my daughters how to weld.
Okay, your daughter, your daughter.
I'm teaching like all of them. I'll teach you how to weld. My
point is that look, if we had the mentality like, all right, as soon as my daughter or my son was born, I'm already stacking up for them. So now when your son or daughter is ready to learn that trade and they say, yo, pops, you know what? I want to start a business, blah, blah, blah. They ain't got to go to the bank. They ain't got to go begging for money from Bob. You already got that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, trade school is 9 to 10 months for welding.
But you see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. Unless you don't grasp it.
Right? Like if we was in that mentality, you already had the money to fund your kids' business as soon as they're ready.
That's why I'm doing these type of talks.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing these type of talks, because like when we do these type of talks, like everybody, I'm happy we hovered above 30. I didn't think we have 10 in the chat. I didn't think we have 10 in. Be honest with you, I'm actually happy.
I think
it's crazy we got 24 dislikes. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people hate me because I talk how people hate me for saying I got sources when they know I do. People hate me for saying what I said yesterday about Nikosi Perry. And I broke it down today. I broke it down on a video I did this morning. I said, just think about this. if I didn't have sources, right? You might say I'm wrong about Nikosi Perry signing with Miami, right? But 2 weeks ago, we said Nikosi Perry was going to pull his name from the transfer portal. Did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Last week, I said he'll be on Miami campus. I said he'll pull his name this week from the transfer portal. Did that happen?
Man, I hope he stay on the team, man. God
I'm
damn.
just saying, but did those two things happen?
Yeah.
So if those two things happen, right? Why do I get the hate? Because those two things happen. And I said those two things was going to happen when Susan Miller, when Manny Navarro, and when Barry Jackson did not say those things 2 weeks ago. They didn't say them until he actually pulled his name. I said it 2 weeks. Louisiana Game said it 2 weeks before it happened. And I had so many Hurricane fans killing me. Oh, you said he was going. I said he's going to play with the team too. But you're not going to at least give me credit for saying he was going to pull his name from the portal and he was going to be back. How did I not get? I got that part right.
I think
you
if
don't
that
know
coach staff would put some damn confidence behind him, he would stay for sure.
It's not that. It's the hate that I get from the black fan base because they roasted me. They roasted me on another channel the other night. Like they really thought they would. They didn't. It was funny to me. But my whole thing is, I can't teach you to trade until I get the money to teach the trade, bro. It costs money. Nobody going to invest in me buying a school. I have to come up with this money by myself. I have to find out. Things by myself in order to teach it. And I'm probably going to teach it online. You have to buy your own equipment. I'm probably going to teach it online. But I can't teach the trade because people aren't going to want to pay me. It's a lot of equipment I have to buy in order to teach it. You see what I'm saying? I can't teach. You think black people going to support me on doing that? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say people hate me because I'm me. I don't need to team up with other YouTubers. I'm me. Like I tell I've been doing it from day one. I'm gonna continue to do it. But now you're gonna see, watch and see how many Miami Hurricane YouTubers are gonna start trying to do this right here. If it's successful, which I plan on it being successful, this type of talk right here, plan on being successful. Watch how many Miami Hurricane YouTubers start talking about this shit. Mark my words. Mark my words. It's gonna be like, oh my God, I can make money doing that. Did you do it genuinely though?
Are you doing a show tomorrow? Or no.
Yeah, I'm doing a show tomorrow. Me and Louisiana Kane doing a show tomorrow. We're talking about investments.
Okay.
We're talking about Saturday is gonna be Saturday. I'm gonna do a show about football. All right. Saturday gonna be tomorrow. I don't know. We haven't set a time, but just check your notifications. I'll put it up in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm going to do a show tomorrow. Saturday's going to be I don't know how I'm gonna do Saturdays. Saturday's gonna be football. I might do post-game NFL or some shit like that. I might do a post-game chat on the NFL. I might watch the games and do a post-game chat on the NFL Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I'm also gonna do NBA games. I'm gonna spread my wings, man. I'm gonna spread my wings and fly. I'm gonna spread my wings, man. And like you always welcome. Like I tell people, man, if you come on all the time and you say, Zoe, send me the link, I'm gonna send you the link, bro. Like that's I don't discriminate. And the thing about it, I'm not gonna let nobody talk about you, but I'm also not gonna let you talk about nobody. I'm not gonna let people talk about people in the chat. I don't rock like that. I don't sneak this like that.
I'm gonna fall back in the chat and listen for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm about to get off in a second. Yeah, I'm about to get off in probably about 5 minutes. So I appreciate you, bro. Real
Yeah,
talk, man. Like I
go
said,
ahead on Facebook. I'm gonna find you. Alonzo Oliver. I'm gonna find you in.
yeah.
Facebook.
What part of the country you live in?
Oh, I'm in Florida.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely. Oh, I don't know if you can help me from Florida, but I need to learn how to do some copy and pasting and all that shit. Shit that I'm not good at. Cause I
All right, I'm
got
gonna find.
I have StreamYard, so I got to figure out how to do share screen and all that shit.
All right, Zo.
All right, man. Appreciate it. One love, man. You be easy, homie.
All right, you too, bro. All right.
All right. That was some education from my brother, man. That was some education. Like talking about how the Asians, put money ahead. We have appreciate that, Trevor. Hey, Trevor, do me a favor though, for real. Trev, do me a favor, man. I'm being straight up honest with you, Trev, for real. Like coming from you, I tell you, I'm emotional. That shit hurt my feelings last night when I saw you. A lot of people I didn't give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a green light over here. You know what I'm saying? I know it's all fun and games sometimes, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I've done everything to help every video maker, including that dude. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, everything that I've said so far has come true. Nikoski Perry, we said he was going to take his name out the transfer portal. He did that. We said he was going to be back on campus we said he was going to take his name out the transfer portal and he'll be back at Miami this week. He did that. So I wasn't wrong about those things. And no, I was not wrong about what Rhett Lashley told Manny Diaz. So whether or not people want to continue to laugh at that or whatever, my track record speaks for itself. You can't. No, we didn't resolve things offline. I don't like him and he don't like me. That's what's resolved. I will never rock with him again. I don't like him and he don't like me. He can say the same thing. I'm not going to talk shit about him, but I don't like him at all. At all. There's no fakeness to this. I will never forgive him for what he did. I don't like him, and I will never ever rock with him ever again. That simple. I'm not going to talk bad about him, but I am going to say that. And that's not a sneak diss. That's just being straight up honest. We talk. I always love him. He always had love. But I will never, ever, ever, ever do another ever show with him ever in my life. Appreciate it, man. You coming in late, man. We already an hour and 20. Hey, come in and let people know what we're going to do tomorrow, man. Come in and let people know what we're going to do tomorrow. We already talked about the day. We talked about the president. We talked about what we're going to talk about tomorrow, how we're going to talk about investments and helping people. And these are the type of shows that we're going to talk about. We're going to listen. I'm going after. I appreciate that, Maiden Day, man. I only ask y'all to do me a favor. If y'all see people talking shit about me and somebody else's channel, y'all defend. Don't like Louisiana Kane said yesterday, man. Don't let people talk shit about me and other channels and then come over here and be my friends. Don't do that. Check their ass there, and when they come here, let me know what they said. I don't know if Louisiana Kane coming in. And no, I'm not drunk. Just drinking. The same cup I've been drinking on for like 3 hours. I know you did, man. But people really gonna be more afraid at what's really about to go on. Because when these 7-on-7, like I said, I can guarantee you 20 to 25,000 subscribers by the start of next season. I can guarantee you we're gonna grow at least 10,000 subscribers. What do you want to bet me? Because I'm not stopping. I'm on the road to 100K. That shit that happened to me last night motivated me. I'm on the road to 100K. Before the season start, believe me, at least 20,000. But I'm betting on 25,000 subscribers before the season start. Mark my word. I'm betting on having 1,000, 2,000 people in the chat. Mark my word. Mark my word. I'm dead serious. Mark my word. Hey, Louisiana Kane. JP Kane said you late, you fired. Do you so have at home living your life, bringing that real shit? Like Wayne said, that's my cup. Don't worry about what's in my cup. Oh, I'm going to make them worry about what's in my cup. Not this cup. Because I'm going to be in my bag. So many people have tried to bring me down, and it's never happened. We need to start with Maiden Day. No, we need to start with this, man. What do you mean with us, man? Hey, do me a favor. Say you don't have to show your face. Come into the stream key. I need all of y'all like to come into it. You don't have to show your face, but say your voice. Explain to me because y'all be throwing stuff and I don't be knowing what you saying. Like hit the stream key. You do not have to show your picture. Just explain to me what you're talking about. It is so hard to read between the lines, like serious. I guess nobody going to take that. Y'all got to help me out, son. Y'all got to help me out. Like, y'all. Also, do me a favor. Because I'm about to get off of here and I'm going Facebook. So I'm about to get off of here and I'm going to go Facebook for like 10, 15 minutes. All right? And I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go Facebook for like 10, 15 minutes. I'm not going to go long and let them know the conversation that we had tonight. And then I'm out. Nobody wanted to come in. So, hey, I said my piece for an hour and 45 minutes. All right. Hopefully we'll catch you cats in the chat tomorrow night. Talking with Louisiana Kane. About everything else, man. But I love you guys, man. I'm out.